Well, Shells, to start with, was a little girl who was born with a dream of being a rapper and always be in media, even when I was in school. And for me, when I just go there and they're like, what would you want to be? I'd be like, I want to be a star. I remember one time I tried to do some modeling when I was like in grade 4 and they booed me on stage. Oh my goodness. I think I just went backstage and went to the next outfit. And
You kept it moving.
I kept it moving. Always know that I will be a rapper when I grow up. My name is Bombshell, so you know I'm about to blow up.
Come on. What up, guys? You already know what it is. It's your boy Young. This is your favorite room. What up, guys? How you guys doing? You already know what it is. They call me Young. All my guests have been messing with my intros. Today's guest is no different. I made her wait. So we were late. And she was not happy. Wawan. I'm putting myself on blast for you. Wawan.
No, it's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest for today is the amazingly talented Bombshell.
Woo!
I need more energy.
No, I thought I was gonna hear. You're the one who's supposed to make the sound.
No, yeah, but no. Mpe more shoulders. There we go. How are you doing?
I'm good. Trust me, today I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah.
Yes, it feels good to be here.
I'm sorry for making you wait.
No, it's good.
Yeah, I know it was a.
No, we're family. We go way back. So
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
It's
Nah,
all right. I
love.
forgive you. Apart from calling me Easy Shells, because my outfit almost looks like Angry Bird.
No, oh.
The colors.
No, man. This is you flexing because you make anything look good. What I be now is just you flexing.
Oh, wow.
Wa flex Shells. Wa
Jesus.
flex.
Yo.
No, but thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate
thank you.
having you, man.
Yeah.
How have you been though? Like on the real though?
I've
How
been
have you been?
alright. I've been good. God's been good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let me jump straight into it.
Talk to me.
You one person like out. We're having this conversation outside of the music. I just feel like the way you have your brand positioned, it doesn't matter whether you're dropping music or not. Like there's just always something going on with you, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you always in the right places.
I
So
had no idea.
I base it on like every time let's say when I'm online, I know I'm going to see something that concerns you, whether it's a brand or something that you're working on. How did you get to a point where you were able to position your brand like that?
Honestly speaking, it wasn't something that I actually planned out. It just all happened that it fell in line by a very good friend that advised me one time to say, you should start taking more professional pictures on your social media. And I think it was way back before people would even do. Nowadays, everybody's doing photo shoots. I mean, you just don't got to do a photo shoot on your birthday. But for me, I've always done photo shoots. I've always loved to play around with my outfits. I'll get designers, we put clothes together. And I feel like that switched up everything for my career because whoever was watching my socials just saw that side of me and they felt they should immediately just have their brand work with me. And it started like that.
Wow. So, okay,
And here
wait.
I am now.
So, what was it like for you before you got to that point then? Because, I mean, you had the conversation with someone and then there was the switch. So, before then, do you feel like...
Before then, because she knows me so well, she was like, why don't you show people your fashion, how crazy you are, how you love to put your clothes together because you're always dressed up. Like, why don't you show people that? And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then she showed me some other like celebrities in other countries, how they do their pages. And I said, okay, this actually makes sense. Let me show people this other side of mine. And then after that, I became too serious on my page now. It was just full of photo shoots. And then Tandy actually also told me to say, okay, now also at times, just show people your life, like away from the photo shoot, the booths and all that stuff. And I started showing people my life. And I feel like it all just worked out all together. Yeah.
No, but it's effective. I'll tell you that.
Thank
Like
you.
I said, like every time we see it, it's almost like you're not with us. You're somewhere on the waters, somewhere sipping a mojito. I mean, looks good. Okay, and
I'm not a fan of mojitos, but okay.
what are you a fan of? Because now I have to ask, what are you a fan of?
No, I love my whiskey.
Hey,
I'm
come
not
on.
mentioning brands.
Yeah, no, yeah.
We respect that.
Yes, please. Yes,
They're not paying us.
Shells. So now, because I feel like for you, like talking about just your music is like, it's so basic because I feel like you multifaceted. Like you said, there's the fashion aspect,
Mhm.
the brands that you're working on. How would you, for my audience who are not like Zambia based,
Uh-huh.
how would you put them on introductory journey
Uh-huh.
of who Shells is?
Well, Shells, to start with, was a little girl who was born with a dream of being a rapper and always be in media. Even when I was in school, everybody would talk about being doctors, lawyers. And for me, when I just go there and they're like, what would you want to be? I'd be like, I want to be a star. So it wasn't something that was just specific, like, hey, I want to be a rapper. Oh, hey, I
You
wanna be
just
an
wanted
actress.
to be a
I
star.
just wanted to be a star. I would see records. Remember those records for back in the day? And I
Yeah.
would see the people there on the covers. I would look at a magazine and I'm thinking, one day I would love to be on the cover. And then billboards came up and I'm like, one day I'd want to be on these billboards. And then I'd go in the airports, I'm seeing all these people on those billboards, big pictures. And I'm like, one day I want to be on that. So for me, it's just
Wow.
been media, not just something based in one position, like just music. No, it's been media. I've wanted to be an actress. I've wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've wanted to be a model. I've wanted to be a rapper. I've wanted to be etc. etc. Yeah.
How did this translate at home? Because I know like African parents don't play those games. You can't come. You can't come with 20 dreams here.
No.
You
For
need to
them,
be specific.
it's education, and I did
Yeah.
do my education. So if there's any child watching there and thinking, no, let me just be this, education is very key. I mean, when I went to do my school, I didn't get it. Like I thought, why am I doing this? But then now when I think about it, everything that I did, even in my education, my journey in school, has played a role to who I am today. Probably that's why I'm able to speak in front of people, able to convince people. It's still education that still played a role. So definitely they were not for it.
Yeah.
And the end ball game was like, you gotta make sure you make it in this sector that you've decided to go on, this journey that you're in.
Yeah.
And I told them that, you know what, you can believe in me.
I feel like from that class, all of us just got like degrees just so we can bring them back home and
100%.
be like, okay,
So
here
that
you
we
go.
just show it that, hey,
You know what I mean?
guys,
We did it.
Yeah,
Here it is. And then now let's get back to the dream.
100%.
So what was that like for you? Like, you know, chasing the dream in, I want to say, a country where it's not so easy to break into it. And if you do, like, you won't be held in a certain
I
regard.
know it's been hard.
Yeah.
It's not been roses all the way, man. It's been tears, sweat, all that stuff. And here I am today. But then when I look back, it's been hard. It's not been easy. And actually, till today, it's still hard.
Yeah.
There's still times you're sitting and somebody's asking you questions like, how come you don't do music anymore? How come your music is not on top charts? Oh no, she's not a rapper. Oh no, she's this. Oh my God. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, Lord Jesus, help me.
And you see, I think that's one of the main reasons why I said you're multifaceted. So just outside of the music, what would you say? Okay, so obviously the music is how people got introduced to you.
100%.
Yeah.
The music is what paved the way to me being a brand today. So I always pledge allegiance to that because my fans got me to where I am today. So big shout out to them. Like I wouldn't be the brand I am today if it wasn't for Bombshell, if it wasn't for the music. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I started as an actress or a model. Nah.
Yeah.
I started with the music. And because like you asked me, when I grew up, when I was growing up, for me, what was it? It wasn't specifically rap. I just said, I just want to be a star. And when you're thinking that way, you're thinking anything to get me to be out
that
there.
point,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm looking at magazines, I'm looking at models, I remember one time I tried to do some modeling when I was like in grade 4 and they booed me on stage. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
And there was Mariah Carey song playing. I hate that song.
Guys, if you don't know, let me tell you for free, man. For free. You never forget your first boo, bro.
No, I was like, the judge was even like, you went,
You
believe that? Like a whole little me. And there was no one to dress me up. My family members, guys. Why don't you come help me dress up?
Is this why you go so hard now with the?
I think
with
from
the
that, I was like, you know what? And I'm sure if any of those people now see me, they're like, wait, I get to boy. I mean, it was bad.
Okay, wait. So was that the beginning and the end of the dream?
I think the modeling career. But then later on, I became Miss All Schools and all that kind of stuff. I was second princess in Miss All Schools. And yeah, again, I was like, you know what, maybe modeling. But then I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
For the fact that it stuck with you and you still remember what song was
That was the-
playing.
And
And that's such a beautiful song, bro. You're gonna hear it every
I'm proud
Sunday.
of you, definitely. Oh my goodness. I hate that song.
So okay, wait. So I'm sorry to keep on hopping on it, but now I'm curious. So since when you've always wanted to be a star from the jump, yes?
100%.
This is what
I think from my mother's womb.
yeah. So like this has always been the vision.
And
What happened to little shells when now you're booed? You hate Mariah Carey. There's a lot going on. What's the mind state now for that?
I think I just went backstage and went to the next outfit. And
Yeah, you kept it moving.
I kept it moving.
Now shout out to you though. You took it like a champ. You know what I mean? You
I took it in. And I just knew that, okay, I'm not winning. They announced the winner. I wasn't even second place or first place. Nada. I just said, okay, at least I tried. But then I still did a comeback in some schools.
So
Yeah.
that one I'm sure was personal, yeah?
You know, heavy.
Yeah.
And even now. And this thing was happening at, there's one of these universities, the one that's close to Levy. What university is that?
That's NIPA.
Not
no,
Nipa. There's the other one.
Zikas.
No.
To Levy.
Close to the police station.
The media school, yes. I see the school that you're talking about. I see the school that
Yeah,
you're talking
since
about.
nobody knows that. Look at them like everybody.
Cavendish.
No,
No.
fam.
I know the
It's
place.
right opposite. Not
It's
really.
a female name.
It's close to the police station.
yes,
It's
yes.
right here. There's actually a radio station.
yes,
as well.
yes. I know that.
That's where that thing was happening. Every time, that time's when I'm passing them, like,
Yo, Shells doesn't understand that now it's gonna bother me. Like before the end of the episode, I'm going to have to remember the name of that place. It's gonna
what's
drive
the name
me.
of that school? It's not a university even, it's a college, right?
Yes. It's a name of a person, bro.
Evelyn Horn!
you.
Damn! Oh,
yes,
look
the
at
name of a
this.
person. Oh, thank you. That oh my goodness.
Look at everyone in here.
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you
production.
better be ashamed of
You should be
yourself.
ashamed of
Damn
yourself.
it, I just wanted you guys to say that name. I knew it the whole time.
Okay. No, I believe you. Thank you for the name finally coming out, because yo,
You know, everyone forgot Evelyn Horn, guys.
So wait, that's where the event was? Or-
Yes.
So when I feel like you stubborn, you just wanted to show them that I can do it. Since you didn't let me do it.
Hey. No, that was bad, hey.
Okay, but now with the music though,
Mhm.
even though I know it was like a stepping stone for you to go and do bigger things,
Yeah.
how did you end up in that space?
Well, when it comes to the music, it was because of my uncles, and they loved rap music so much. They always dressed me up in this way, like I'd wear one ring this side when we're posing. It's there doing the peace signs, X signs. They made me listen to Randy DMC. They made me listen to DMX, MC. You know, just all these old school rappers.
But shout out to the uncles. Do you hear your foundation?
Yeah, it's actually heavy.
Do you hear your foundation? It wasn't like just play. Like you.
No, it wasn't play at all. Like it wasn't. Like I would sit down with them, they'll be rapping. One of my uncles even had a studio called Cypher Studios. If people who know music from back in the day.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I'd actually go there and I'd tell him, I want to be part of these musicians. He'd be like, when you're ready. That also used to piss me off.
You always felt like you're
I
ready.
forgave him.
No.
If he watches this, he's gonna be like, when are you ever gonna get over this? No, I was ready. I just used to tell him, just give me the mic.
Wait. What made you so convinced that you were ready though? Why did he feel like you were
No,
not?
because I'd recycle lyrics and stuff, and I'll do it, man. Like,
He was building confidence,
no, actually,
man.
he was building confidence, dude. What built the confidence is being booed by that stage.
Guys,
No.
you never, I wish people
No.
knew like how evil it is for you to stand there like boo somebody, bro.
And the judges like, choke halfway away. Nish, I'm halfway walking, doing the kamodo look, like what? There was no hips even that time, but I was there popping the bones to make a hip.
How old were you at this point,
I was
bro?
in grade 3.
No,
How
man.
old is that?
No, you don't boo a child, bro. There should
I
be
was
rules.
good.
No.
I would
there
have
should be
actually
rules.
just lost my confidence, but hey,
That's why I'm okay. Shout out to you for bouncing back,
Nah,
because that's not the
nothing
easy
ended
thing.
even. I just said, you know what, it's cool. I don't even know how my night. Probably I went to cry at the backstage, whatever. But then I don't know. I moved on to the next
Okay, but
album.
now do you see your uncle was building, confidence? And
No, he
giving you
actually
that-
was, because
Building
it was
character.
the period where there was, what's her name? The lady who sang Mr. Big Star. Another moment.
Are
of
we really
silence.
going to do this again?
Another moment of silence. Yeah.
No, say it.
Kanji.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at production getting it back. All right.
I love that song. Big shout out to Kanji. Oh my God. That was the period. And Kanji was actually under the same Cypher studio. There was Romeo, I think. Is he called Romeo or something?
Okay, so your inspiration came from like very close. You like very close to it.
They were not my inspiration, but then I'd go to the studio and I would see them do this music and I would love seeing what they were doing. And even Kanji, when she did Mr. Big Star, I was like, wow, I love this song. But then that was that period. Then I was like, I'm ready to be on the mic, guys.
And your uncle was like, nah.
Hell nah. He was just like, hey,
Wait a minute.
you can watch them record. You ain't ready.
So then when did the moment come when the readiness out the window? It was your chance to show and prove who you are.
When did the readiness even come? I think when I completed my grade 12. And then now, there was that gap year. I don't know if these still do it now. There was always that gap year where you just sit home.
You had nice parents.
No, for me, they gave me a gap, eh?
No, you have very nice parents.
And then I had a car. I would be there blasting some DMX. And that was the period. Now, then I met my friends, the Mangases and them. And I'd hang out with the guys. Like, I was just always with them. And I'd tell them, like, guys, I want to be a rapper. You know that. And then my other friend, Stephanie, was friends with Crisis.
Shout out, Steph, man.
Big shout out to Steph.
Shout out, Steph.
Stephanie was
man.
like, dude, I'm friends with Crisis. Let me take you to his studio. I'm like, for real?
I feel like Steph is everyone's plug, bro.
Right?
Steph knows someone who knows someone who knows someone. Shout out, Steph, man.
She's a believer, man. When she believes in you, she will push you. And she pushed me. She pushed me to start my social media platforms. She took me to Crisis. And they had a group called... Jeez, I've forgotten the name of the group.
So this
Guys, I still have a pregnant brain, eh? So I'm not pregnant.
Clarification.
Clarification. I was pregnant a year ago and we get a pregnant brain. It takes a while to go away. For the record.
For the record. No, we're learning something.
Yeah, you guys can Google that. But yeah, I was now in this group with Crisis. They had a group called, I can't remember, and I was like,
Is it Diamond Chain?
Diamond Chain! Yes! I was with... Oh my goodness.
Wow. What was that? But you're not supposed to be excited about it?
No, I'm excited because you just remember the name. Because I remember even going on stage and screaming, Diamond Chain!
No, you know what the crazy thing is?
What?
I know Diamond Chain very well.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out, guys. No, we had...
Those Revolver, Crisis. Oh my God. Yeah.
So in my head, I was thinking, I'm like, it can't be Diamond Chain.
It was Diamond Chain.
Shows you were part of Diamond Chain.
I was Diamond Chain. Yes.
I will.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how it all began. And then next, I don't know what happened. I stopped again. Then I featured on, there was a Trendsetter magazine. Then now I met Bolo Man 5'4".
Shout out 5.
Big shout out. Oh my goodness.
5.
And then Bolo Man was like, I have a song, I Want You and Me, and 5'4", and Kapuka. And Kapuka just won.
Yeah.
CK.
Shout out Kapuka as well.
Right.
You know, there's people who did so much.
These guys are just
man.
straight.
Legendary,
They're
actually,
heavy
man.
legendary. 5'4".
They walk so everybody else
Bolo
could
Man.
run, man. Nah, shout out.
Then they were like, no, I have a record. And we went and recorded this song titled Bad TT. I don't know if you can this out here, but
I'm
got
gonna
my
make
kids.
it pop up, shots. Production, please don't let me down. I'm gonna make it pop up.
Bad T. I'm still saying T. And I was the only rapper there, and the only female rapper.
Don't if you more up, yeah.
And that's how we did that song. That's how it all began.
Did you ever feel pressure though, like in such moments? I mean,
For me, I was living the dream. I'm like, it's happening. It's unfolding. And without my uncle, I'm doing it by myself. It's okay, uncle.
you know what? You started beef with your uncle.
I'm not starting beef, but you're asking me how it started. I did it by myself.
Hey,
All by myself.
uncle, you contributed a little bit. See, I'm
By myself. That's how it began. And that was the first record I was on. Bad Mother.
Come on.
And there was, I always knew that I will be a rapper when I grow up. My name is Bombshell, so you know I'm about to blow up.
Come on, right now.
No, it's taking me back. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so now you're excited.
Yeah, but then the new guys were already big by then.
Shells. We're not talking about
No,
that.
you're telling me how it started.
Ish.
Why does
it seem
Then
like
we
you want
met
to
them. Now them, they were feeling like the Backstreet Boys or something. Just standing by themselves. Then kind of like, yeah.
No, but now you lie. You
What?
lie.
Lying about what?
we
I met you guys at the stadium here.
Yeah, but we always showed you love, Shells.
You guys were, no, I mean, but still, you're feeling like you're Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
When I watch those, I won't lie. When I watch the documentaries on Backstreet Boys, I always think of you guys.
Why?
This is the first time I'm saying it.
No, guys, no. Shells.
I think the way you'd stand, there's J-Rocks are the tall ones, there's you, the short one.
I'm not short. Being tall is childish.
No.
I just decided,
I'm just saying.
it's childish.
When I see them now, I'm like, this was like these guys, the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, but when we've always showed you love.
No, you showed me love. I'm just saying, it's just that then us, we were not really, you guys were the starrings, You're standing there just like.
I wonder how we're standing. Now I have to go and do research.
Watch the Backstreat Boys.
How are we standing to be good?
No, but you could just see it that you guys were there, like, yeah.
No, but you know what? Do you know that by that point, even as a collective, we've been booed before, huh?
Are you serious?
A boo changes you, bro.
No, I think a boo
does. A boo changes.
It changes you so.
I'll never
so
forget
hard.
my first boo. I'll never forget.
It changed me.
Got on stage and I forgot my lyrics, bro.
Hey.
And I didn't forget. I was nervous.
Is it?
I was nervous, and then I got up there. When you start, you have to keep going. Back then, there was not like these little backtracks. No, if you stop or you lose it.
They wanted us to do it live. There was nothing.
You know what I mean?
The song is just got the beat.
You guys are spoiled now, bro. You guys are spoiled. Because like when you go, once it loses you, once you hear that,
then that's it.
Then you start hear the murmuring first.
Oh, that's it.
And then they got louder. Boo.
Are you serious? Then that was it.
Yeah, after that, now like blind to everything.
Now for me, I don't know. Hey, my first performance was this same song. When I forgot my lyrics, I just started dancing.
But that song was big though.
I started dancing and they wrote about it in the papers that I behaved like Lil Kim or something.
Well, it's the good comparison.
I was a fan of Lil Kim.
Yeah, I was good comparison.
I just started dancing and everyone was happy. But I forgot my lyrics. But we all forgot our lyrics.
Yeah, but you didn't get booed on your first.
But no, they never. I think that boot happened that time and it ended.
So then, what was your story like after that? Then I feel like you had so much character development.
There was a lot of character development.
Yeah, you went to the fundamentals.
Heavy fundamentals. The uncles, the family, the fans. I mean, the same few fans I had in the beginning. My friends. Then it was me and Cleo also telling each other we're gonna be rappers, fam. We're gonna be rappers. Yes. Yeah.
You did it. Dog.
And he did it.
High five to you. Oh, nah, you did it.
Heavy.
Yeah, you proved them wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm that
guy. Whatever. So then now, what did you start switching focus at any point?
There was actually no time that I switched focus. Oh, no. When that began, then I had to go to university. So
then you had to like pause everything.
100% pause.
How is it like though, pausing like at such a high? Because now like your first song that you're on is big.
Yeah.
Everyone loves this record, and then you take a pause.
Everyone was going to uni, like the Zambians there, they were like, hey, Bombshell, whatever, because now the name had been now put in. Like,
didn't it like almost force you to, like, while you're doing uni, just
I did. I did.
Yeah.
I opened for some famous guy from Zim. I forgot it. Winky D.
Wow, you opened for Winky D. I feel like she was downplaying the things she was doing, Moto, in her time. Winky D was a star.
No, Winky D was huge. I opened for him and I went there, rap. Yeah. Like, yes.
And this is in another country altogether.
Yeah, Cape Town.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then, okay, then it's not just like a stepping stone anymore. I feel like it's such a big part of who you are as a person.
It's a huge part of
Yeah,
who I
'cause this
am.
was your
And you know what?
development
I
years.
haven't actually spoken about this in a long time.
Mm,
So it's actually just reminded me of where I'm coming from.
But it explains your longevity though, because your fundamentals that you were taught back then, it's not like now where it's just gimmicks. There you had to earn it. Blood,
yeah, no,
sweat,
you
and
had to
tears.
earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no playing games. There was nothing that I know this person. There I was. I had a whole uncle who owned the whole studio, a whole record label, but nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, you had to earn
I
it.
had to prove myself. Yeah.
So then when did the branch off start, like away from, okay, not, I don't want to say away from the music because that makes it seem as if you stopped doing the music. But obviously, you know, you had to like start building brands and doing that. When did that branch off start, or when did
You know, just like I said about the trendsetters, that was already the start. Because even when I was the cover girl, it wasn't just being a cover girl. There was something that I even modeled for in the trendsetters. So it started way back when I think about it now, to be honest.
So you've always been focusing on multiple things all at the same time.
I even did, there was a billboard, me and Mangus and them. It's just like I keep on mentioning these guys' names like everyone knows them, but that was my crew. Mangus, Jarrell, those were my boys.
Shout out to
like,
Dagger.
Big Dagger right there. Like we're always, Critic would come in time and time again. Yeah, we did something for Celltel. So you see, I come from like way back. We did Celltel thing. We're having food. They made us open our mouths so crazy, and they put.
Life is so dramatic, bro.
They put that billboard at Hill roundabout. It was right there. It's huge. Then afterwards, I did something for Zamtel. Again, a big billboard that they put. So this started a long time ago.
So your brand knowledge and partnershiping started
a very long time ago. Before even Bombshell was very concrete. Yeah.
So for all you guys who think like when you see Bombshell when she's doing a thing, when you think it's something that happened overnight, as you can hear, this is something that has been in production for a very long
heavy
time.
production.
You know what I mean?
It had the Zesco going down and all that. And now Zesco is back. Big shout out Zesco, man.
So now, but like, so now that you say people will ask you, oh, when are you dropping the music? Your music is not charting. Does that affect you in any way?
There was a point it was, but then there's times I think about it and I'm like, guys, I've worked so hard to be where I am today. I know what I'm doing. Like, man, I'm not saying that I know everything. Like, I'm 100% knowledgeable about everything that I do. But there's times I know that my brand also needs the attention. You know what I mean? Because it's not always I'm going to be jumping on stage, bro. Like, I'm getting older now. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, all those things. I can't just be doing the things I would do back in the day. I can't be in studio every day. Staying in studio till midnight. Hello. Yo. I can't be doing that.
Production been put on blast.
You text me, you're not at the studio today. I'm like,
I've got a household to run.
I've got a household to take care of now. It's different, you know? So there's the brand, there's the mothering, there's the wifing, there's the familying, there's the farming, there's the entrepreneurship. It's a lot. And I love it though. I really love it.
Yeah, because I mean, this is that's what I'm saying. It's who you are, bro.
Yes,
Since
it
you
is.
were
You know,
young.
I don't even think my partner even knows all that I've said now.
Yeah.
Like, me being put on stage.
Yeah.
He knows the story of my uncle though.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Shells. It's time to let go, dog. It's time to let go.
I haven't said
Forgive. No, don't even say his name because now, Forgive. Forgive. Maybe he had a reason.
No,
Maybe he was
did
trying
have
to
a
teach you something.
I think one day he needs to be interviewed over this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle, you know now we're gonna look.
I think I should bring him here because he's also one of the legends when it comes to. I'm sure I mention his name again, but yeah.
Uncle, after this, we're going to get your contacts.
Yes,
we're going to reach out. Please. We need to hear the story because now we need to hear his side of the story. Because I feel like now you're just putting him on blast for no good reason.
I didn't even say his name though.
Yeah, but I think he had a reason. We'll find out, Uncle. We'll find out. So, okay, we've covered the origin story.
This is nice. No one has ever asked me this.
Come on, yeah, proper podding.
Yeah, I know this.
Proper
heavy podding.
Yes,
heavy
proper podding.
Yeah.
So we've covered the origin story of Shells. Who and where is Shells now? Because I mean, you've achieved so much. I feel like when you were young, that list you had, you wanted to be a star, check. You know what I'm saying? Model, check. Billboards, check.
Magazine covers,
check.
Wikipedia,
check.
Google,
check.
Ish.
The only thing that's missing now, we need to get you a billboard called airport. But on the way, you know, there's back then, there was a billboard of you.
Where?
On, you know, those, I don't want to say the name wrong. I think it was Rutherford or something. There were these billboards that used to be put up. You were promoting an album. I remember specifically.
Oh, yo, that was something else I did also.
Yes,
when I did a song with Jay, man.
Uh-huh.
Now, that was a song I did solidly by myself, and I had Jay on, and I put billboards all over the place. That was by myself.
Now we're gonna stop right there. Just so you know, nobody do that for a single, bro. Nobody do that.
It wasn't an album, yes. It was a single.
It's not an album. It's not an event. It's not a show or something. Shows decided that, okay, I've got a song coming out. I'm putting billboards.
I know it was big. I was with J Rocks on it, fam. Like, it had to be big.
But you know,
because remember, I see you guys like Backstreet Boys. So I was like, yo, now I finally have one of them.
You're just gonna make this thing stick. You know, like if any of you in the comments, if you dare,
okay, just think about you guys.
Shells Madam Backstreet Boys. You couldn't think of anyone.
Okay,
else.
who? Because think about it.
Rough Riders in here now.
No, did Rough Riders, were they the 4 or 5 of them?
There were like 75 million
thank you.
of them.
1 million? There, what? Like, what? Why are you doing that?
We should have then the comparison.
But okay, think about Backstreet Boys. Just think about them and think about you guys.
I refuse, Shells. No. Guys, you're gonna make this thing.
And these guys,
you're gonna make
also laughing.
Remember that Shells is going to leave production.
Honestly, just envision them back in the day. Then think about the Backstreet Boys.
If you dare. Okay,
which crew are we going to think about, guys? Which crew?
You know what? I need to get control of my set. Moving on.
Okay.
I land in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the trip. I get picked up. We're driving. Haibo. I look up. Big thing there. I'm like, what? Is it an event? Now, I'm trying to figure out, is this an event? But she's just there on, what's going on? What made you decide to go billboard for a single?
Because I was like, I've always wanted to be on a billboard, so why not put myself there first? Yeah.
So that's another one. Check. So now you've checked all the boxes. So what's the new mission now? Because now the role has changed. Because now you're all these amazing things. You're a mother, you're a wife, you're a businesswoman, you're an artist, you're doing all these things. Is there even anything left on the vision board?
There's always something left. Lots. But then if I had to tell what it is that's left, then what's the essence of being Bombshell?
Okay. What are you working on now?
At the moment, I'm working on my new brand, which is the Bombshell Braids. Because, you know, growing up again, I used to plait menshi. I don't even know if you know what menshi is.
Come on.
You do? Guys, do you know what menshi is? See, they don't. This one knows. What's menshi?
Those wigs.
Oh, wow.
Hey, shout out production.
You probably don't know what menshi is.
No. I know. I know. Shout out production.
When I was growing up, when I would see those hair covers, like and there's the pretty ladies with the braided hair, so I'd be like, one day I'd want to be that, you know? Like, I would want to be part.
So it was another box that you need
Another box that had to be ticked. And what happens next? I open my DM, Prima Afro hollers at me. They're like, would love to work with you. I'm like, what? Glory. But then when they wanted to work with me first, it wasn't me being a cover girl and owning the braid. It was just, they just wanted me to be using their hairs and people knowing.
So be the face of the brand, look.
Not yet. First was just influencing. Where they just give me braids, I go play them and I show people on my social media, guys, there's Prima Afro, there's this hair, there's this type of hair. And then later on, they were like, we want to use you as one of our cover girls for this one of these. Again, I'm like,
there we go.
Young girl's dream coming to life.
Come on.
And then I was like, what about having my own name, like my own hair brand? And they were like, we'll think about that. Let's see how you do this period. And that's how it happened.
So you see, even for that one, she had to earn it. It didn't just
No, I had to earn it. It just, nah, come on. And then when I work with these brands, I don't just work like, oh no, because they're paying me monthly or whatever. I take it as my own. And I show them my commitment because I love working with these people. All the brands that I'm working with today. Big shout out to all these people. Thank you so much. They've made my dreams come true. And Prima Afro now just said, Guy, it's time. We are giving you a braid, and it's Bombshell Braid. And now I have my own braid called the Bombshell Braids, which
Come on.
this menshi. And when I was a kid, I always wanted long braids up to my legs. When my mother would take me to the salon, she would make sure, and she would leave. Huh? So when she goes, I'm telling them, Pemu Manga, make sure it reaches the ground. I want it very long. Now you find you doze off, you wake up, the hair is here. I found it was here. They're like, no.
So you see,
Another thing that touched my heart.
but they're just showing you who was in charge. There's
Yes.
no way.
I tell my daughter that too.
Yeah.
Bruh, until you start paying for your own hair.
Yeah. Even
I'll
when
make
you
that decision.
even when you pay, in the back of your mind, you'll be like, when mom sees this, though,
Yeah.
if you're going this way, you can't compete.
No,
with
you
mom,
can't.
bro. You can't.
But that hurt my soul still.
Whether you don't let go of things, no? You don't.
No, but God stays faithful, You know that don't worry, you go.
One
One
day.
day. And now this bombshell hair is long. It's very long up to the ground. Bombshell Braids
Come on.
by Prima Afro.
No, Mara, you know what? In the comments, guys, like it would be so much fun if you guys can go buy the hair.
No, please buy
Use
the
it,
hair.
and
Use
then,
the hair.
like, take
It actually
pictures.
makes your hair longer. If you don't have side hair, there's a lot of people don't have baby hairs. Bombshell Braids by Prima Afro, even just the other braids, they'll make your baby
Come
hairs
on.
grow. People now are putting they'll paint black in here to have baby hairs. It's crazy. But this hair will make your hair grow.
It will
Even
make your hair
yours,
grow.
it can make your hair longer.
I don't do long hair anymore, Shells.
You stopped doing those dreads.
You
See, that's why you were like Backstreet Boys. There's the guy.
Let that go. Stop it.
No, that's why.
No, you see, now my hair is short. Look how short my hair is.
But you can braid it time.
No, I can definitely be braided.
Oh, you can get. Oh wow, it's pretty long.
Yeah, no, it is, but because of people like you, I don't want to be a Backstreet Boy. This is me being a Backstreet Boy.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. So now you see,
Backstreet
I respect myself.
Yeah, that's cool.
I respect myself.
But you need to get some braids for your family members. Bombshell braids.
I'm going to get Bombshell Braids for my family
please,
members.
please.
I will.
Yes,
I
Bombshell
will.
braids. Also, away from Bombshell braids, Prima Afro also has a whole lot of different types of hairs that women. can play.
She's in business mode. Come on, focused.
No, but it's just real talk, eh?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Real talk.
But now, unfortunately, I have to ask you the question that I'm pretty sure you're tired of, but I can't with everything that you're doing.
Mhm.
What do we say music-wise? Because I know you just did something big like just a few days ago. So I want you.
I had a whole full launch. We launched the braid. That's me and Prima Afro. And then I launched a song titled Weka,
Come on.
featuring the legendary Yo Maps.
Come
Yo
on.
boy.
Come on.
That's right.
These boxes are getting ticked very fast, eh?
No, but there's more boxes to take, to be honest, if I think
Yeah.
about it. I just want to get sad thinking about it right now.
Nah, I don't need you sad, bro. I like this energy that you've got.
No, because now you're making me think of boxes. I never really thought about it like that.
No, don't think
So now I'll
about
wake up at midnight today like boxes.
Think about the new single. Think about the new single.
Yeah.
So it's out on all platforms.
It's out on all platforms. It's actually one of the trending songs at the moment. I don't
Come
know if
on.
these guys know it right now, but then I don't know. Is it? Yeah.
Production is on it today. Come on, representing the squad.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Shout out.
Yeah.
Big shout out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you see, I'm not done with the music because at the end of the day, if it was not for the music, I wouldn't be the brand.
The
So
brand
I
that you
will
are.
always feed my fans with the music which they know me for from the get.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For the closing remark, Shells, I feel like this one is going to be so easy for me because usually I do this with every guest.
No,
I'll
what do
ask-
you do?
Like I'll ask them for someone who's watching and they want to get to where you were. For you, it's extra special because for you, it started when Vele you were pinking, you know what I'm saying? And you always knew what you wanted to be. For that girl or boy, whatever, for that little one or whatever age they're looking and they want to achieve all these things, what's the advice you'd give them considering that you've gone through all the stages and all these fundamentals? But keep it real with them though. Don't give them...
Talking about everything we've just spoken about right now, all I can give and all I can say right now is just never give up. No matter what hits you, no matter what air, what rain, what thunder, never give up because that seed is in you and it's only you that can plant it, sow with it, fertilize it,
Mm.
you know, pour all that water. It's only you. So even all those tears, it's just fertilizing and pouring that seed. So only you can just nurture that seed to grow into what it will become.
Come on.
That's right.
Just in case anyone hasn't told you, Shells, bro, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. From the way you moved back then to the way you move now and everything you're still
Wow.
achieving, congratulations.
Thank you
man.
so much. Congratulations to you too, man.
Thank you very
You
much.
guys are
Thank
like
you very much.
legends, man. Like,
It's
100%.
only one box.
No, there's no one
Only
box,
one
guys.
box.
You guys.
Because now I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the Shells theory.
Awards. Who's ever won those
And I'm
awards?
saying,
fam?
Unfortunately, first and the last.
Wow. Oh wow! See
Just
that?
saying, it's not there anymore. The awards are not there anymore.
Exactly, but then
it's
still,
in
you
the
see?
museum, bro. Like,
Yeah, but you guys won those awards.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's why I'm always saying you guys are legends. You guys are big.
Yeah, Shells is smooth with the veiling the insult, the compliment with an insult. I can't get
How
over
am I veiling the compliment with an insult?
Backstreet Boys.
No,
thing
but
about
honestly speaking,
power,
guys, if you're gonna have time, just watch some documentaries on the Backstreet Boys and just think of them.
Shells.
No, but then you guys like production. You can put some clips.
If you dare, don't you dare.
No, but you can just for that sauce, man. Salty son. Let's add.
She just wants to be spicy. You're gonna make this thing stick.
Okay, you are gonna pick the clip of them winning at the awards, Channel O.
Yeah.
And then put some Backstreet Boys. Like just
And I know these fools are actually going to do it. I just know they're going to do it. You brought this order to my set.
But it's only knowledgeable that people do peek through my brain and actually agree with me and say, she has a point.
I feel like the comments are going to be messy. And I get, you've started something, Shells. You've started something.
What have I started?
No, this whole, but it's fine. But you know what? From the way you moved back then, everything you've achieved, you've done it in a way only you can do it. So just in case you don't hear it enough, you're amazing.
Oh,
thank you
so
for
much.
your
Thank
contributions to the culture and everything that you've done.
I really appreciate it and thank you for having me on this pod, fam.
Thank you for coming through.
100%.
Bombshell. Hey, guys, it's very difficult for me to maintain composure and focus on these episodes, man. I've had some amazing people who are doing incredible things, have done incredible things, and continue to do so. If you're smart enough, you listen, pay attention, catch something, and you never know. You could start a path that you can be celebrating later on in the future. And when you do and when you get there, remember, only you can do it, but do it the right way. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace!
Hey, yo, Rob, one of them.